Good morning, everyone. Welcome all to today's math class. How was your online exam? I think all exams were good and you all scored good marks. Very good. So, even after completing or taking each topic, you should clear your doubts and do the works given in it. Then there will be no difficulty in maths. Okay? Yes. Today we are going to represent real numbers and irrational numbers on the number line. Okay, that is represent or locate some of the irrational numbers like root 2, root 3, root 5, root 7, root 13, etc. on the number line. Okay, listen. Let me show you how we can locate root 2 on the number line first. Okay, so to represent an irrational number on the number line, first we need to draw a number line. First, draw a number line and mark the integers with 1 unit length. Okay, that is the first step. Draw a number line. Use your scale to draw the number line and mark the integers with 1 centimeter length. Then from 0, draw a unit square. From 0, draw a unit square with each side having 1 centimeter length. From O, just draw a unit square. From O, this is already 1 centimeter. Here mark 1 centimeter, unit square. So, this is 1 centimeter and here 1 centimeter. So, this is a unit square and name it as, actually this is 0. Anyway, we can call it as O, A, B, C. Just name the unit square as O, A, B, C. Okay. Then from O, draw a diagonal to B. That is OB. Draw the diagonal OB. Just draw the diagonal from O to B. Then we will get a right angle triangle. The triangle is right angle triangle is OAB. OAB is a right angle triangle. Okay. Now, here we apply the Pythagoras theorem. What is Pythagoras theorem? Do you remember that? Yes, in a right angle triangle, the longest side square, that is hypotenuse. Hypotenuse square equal to sum of the squares of the other two sides. That is Pythagoras theorem. The longest side square equal to sum of the squares of the other two sides. Here we apply Pythagoras theorem. So, what is here? OB square. OB is the longest side in this triangle, right angle triangle. OB is the longest side. Therefore, OB square equal to sum of the squares of the other sides. So, OA square plus AB square. Now, what is OA? Yes, OA equal to 1 centimeter. This unit square, this square having side 1 centimeter. So 1 square plus AB 1 square equal to 1 plus 1, which is equal to 2. OB square equal to 2. Then what is OB? OB equal to square root of 2. Therefore, OB equal to root 2. So, we get OB as root 2. This is a root 2, OB. Okay, now with this OA center, next take this OA center and OB as radius. with OA center and taking OB as radius, draw an arc intersecting the number line at a point called P or any letters. Okay, from O with the radius OB. Use your compass from O and radius OB. Draw an arc. Just draw an arc. Use your compass to draw an arc that intersecting the number line at a point is called P. That point, that arc intersecting the number line at a point is called P. That P represents root 2 on the number line. Clear? P represents root 2 on the number line. Okay, clear? Yes, it is very simple. Okay, this way you can locate rational, irrational numbers on the number line. Okay, next, root 3. How will you represent root 3 on the number line? So, we can't directly draw root 3 on the number line. First, we need to draw. From root 2 only, we can draw root 3. So, first we need to locate root 2 on the number line. Then, from that root 2, we can draw root 3. Okay. So, listen. I will show you. So, this is a root 2. Okay, number line O, A. This is P point. Okay. The same number line. We know that this is a root 2. So, first draw root 2. Okay. Then no need to draw the arc. Just find the longest side square, OB square equal to root 2. Okay. Then from that B, from the point B, draw a perpendicular having 1 centimeter length from B. Draw a perpendicular BD of length 1 centimeter. From B, draw a perpendicular means what? 90 degree angle. 90 degree angle, that is perpendicular. So, from B, draw a perpendicular line. Perpendicular line having 1 centimeter length. So, just draw a perpendicular line. That is 90 degree line from B having 1 centimeter. So, this is 1 centimeter length. And name this as BD. Okay. Just draw a perpendicular line. Perpendicular line having length 1 centimeter. Now join OD. Now join O and D. Now join OD. Again, we get a right angle triangle. And this OD is the longest side of this right angle triangle OBD. Consider the triangle OBD. B equal to 90 degree. Okay. Consider the right angle triangle OBD. Find OD square. OD square equal to, what is this? OB square plus BD square. OD square equal to OB square plus BD square. What is OB square? Already we know OB square equal to root 2 whole square. Root 2. OB equal to root 2. So, OB square root 2 whole square plus BD. BD equal to 1 centimeter length. So, 1 square. What is root 2 square? Root 2 square is 2 itself. Plus 1 square, 1 itself. So, 2 plus 1 equal to 3. So, OD square equal to 2. Therefore, OD equal to square root of 3. Therefore, OD equal to root 3. OD equal to root 3. Clear? OD equal to root 3. Now again use your compass. Using your compass with OS center and OD as radius. With OS center and this OD as radius, draw an arc intersecting the number line at a point. So just draw from OS center and OD as radius, just draw an arc intersecting the number line at a point is called Q. Okay, that point is called Q. That point represents root 3. That Q represents root 3 on the number line. Clear? Okay. So, anyway, if we want to represent irrational numbers like root 5, root 7, any numbers, we start from the root 2. First, you can draw root 2, then root 3. If we need to draw root 5, what we do? Yes, first we need to draw root 2. Then from that root 2, draw root 3. How? Just draw a perpendicular line having 1 centimeter. Then join the triangle. Then apply the Pythagoras theorem. You can calculate the highest side square. Okay, longest side square. Okay, so in order to draw root 5, first we need to draw root 2. Then from that point, we draw a perpendicular. Construct a perpendicular line from B having 1 centimeter length. Then from that point, again you have to draw another perpendicular line having 1 centimeter length. Then you will get root 4. Okay. Then from that point, you can draw another perpendicular line. Then join it to O. That is root 5. Clear? Okay, let's. Okay, you can draw root 5 on the number line. First, draw these two. Root 2 and root 3 in your notebook. Then draw or locate root 5 on the number line. The same procedure. First draw root 2. From that root 2, draw root 3. Then again root 4. Okay, nothing. Just construct a perpendicular line from that point. Okay. Then join the triangle, right angle triangle. Then apply the Pythagoras theorem. Find the square root. Okay, clear? Yes. Okay, next, representing real numbers on the number line. On the basis of process of successive magnification, we can say that corresponding to each real number, there is a unique point on the number line. Conversely, each point on the number line, there is a real number. Okay, let us see how we can visualizing real numbers on the number line. Okay, first question, visualizing 2.665 on the number line. Visualizing 2.665 on the number line. Okay, so we know that 2.665, this decimal number, this real number actually lies between 2 and 3. We want to locate 2.665 on the number line, and we know that 2.665 lies between 2 and 3. So, first draw the number line and mark the points 2 and 3. First, draw a number line and mark 2 points. First point 2 and the last point 3. And divide the number line into 10 equal parts. And mark the points as First point 2. Then next point 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, 2.4, 2.5, 2.6, 2.7, 2.8, 2.9 and 3. Because 2.665 lies between 2 and 3. So we divide the number 2 and 3 into 10 equal parts. So here this number. So 2.665 comes between 2.6 and 2.7. Okay, clear? So again draw another number line and mark the 2 points as 2.6 and 2.7. Okay, clear? Because in between these two numbers 2.665 comes. Therefore, we draw another number line and mark the points as 2.6 and 2.7. Again, divide this number line into 10 equal parts. That means mark the points as 2.61. First point 2.6. So next 2.61, 2.62, 2.63, 2.64, 2.65, 2.66, 2.67, 2.68, 2.69 and 2.7. Last point. Okay, clear. So look at the points. Where does this number comes? 2.665 comes between 2.66 and 2.67. In between these two numbers, 2.665 comes. Clear? Okay. So again, draw the number line and mark the points as 2.66 and 2.67 and divide it into 10 equal parts. That is 2.661, 2.662, 2.663, 2.664, 2.665. Here is our point, real number 2.665. The fifth number. The fifth place represents the real number 2.665. Just mark the number. Okay, that's all. So this way we can visualize real numbers on the number line. Okay, it is very clearly given in your textbook. Just read your textbook. Just go through it and draw or visualizing real numbers neatly in your notebook. Use your scale and pencil. Okay, mark the points correctly. Each point has equal length. Okay, so we can draw this as like this because the process is known as successive magnification. So just draw like this. This is the magnification. Okay, so here is our point comes. Just note the point 2.661. So this is visualizing or representation of real numbers on the number line. Okay, clear? Okay. One more representation is in your textbook. Okay, this is the last topic in this chapter that we will discuss in the online class. Okay, we need compass. Okay, so in the next class, you must have compass, scale, pencil, scale, etc. Okay, that we will discuss in the next online class. Okay, that's all. So this chapter is over. If you have any doubt, please ask me in the online class. Okay, that's all. Have a nice day.